Okay, today we're going to be talking about Palantir Technology, or Technologies I think it's called. And one of the interesting things about this stock is the government creates a lot of data, and it's actually very, very tough sometimes for some of these agencies to figure out what exactly, how to make sense of this data. Like, let me see all the clients that Palantir has. Let's see. Okay, they have the CIA, DHS, NSA, they have the FBI, CDC, Marine Corps, Air Force, Special Operations Command, West Point, Joint Improvised-Threat Defeat Organization, the Allies, the Recovery, Accountability and Transparency Board, and National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So they have
the deep state.
They have a lot of clients too, in terms of just evaluating all the data that goes through all these bureaucracies. And it's interesting that Palantir is almost like it is kind of almost like a little bit of a monopoly, because they're the only ones that have contracts to do this kind of work. I think that's where a lot of people are intrigued by Palantir, just because there's nobody else really doing what they're doing. There are no natural competitors. It's not like there's a free market for government contracts, so that's another positive thing. As I point out in many other videos, you don't want to deal with competitors, right, Danny?
That is correct. No competing.
Are you going to be bidding for these things? You're going to be bidding to do the CIA's data analysis and all that stuff?
Nope, I will not.
Okay, so another thing that's important though is I made kind of the foolish mistake of buying on the IPO date because it was going up, and it didn't say it'll go up for long, and so far I don't think they've had an up day since the first day. So I don't think this is a stinker of a stock long term though. I think right now a lot of the insiders just want to get out because they've been waiting 20 years to sell their shares. So obviously a lot of the people who have been with this company a very long time, they want to get out. They want to sell their shares. So that's kind of I don't think that's a sign that there's anything wrong with the company long term. I think that is natural. In fact, I think for some IPOs like this to have a sell-off, and at some point in time we can scoop up these shares in this monopoly company. And it's kind of an interesting thing, because usually with these public companies, there's a lot of knowledge about what's going on in the company. The truth is, I have no clue how these agencies use this data with Palantir. Actually, nobody does. It's kind of almost a secret. So they make money from these secretive agencies. Well, they're not super secretive. They have budgets, but we don't really know exactly how it works. But their revenues are obviously going to be public knowledge because it's a public company. So it's going to be an interesting one to see if you can profit from the government using big data.
Look, there's another millionaire supporting Biden. I
don't know. That might be a sports team. Not sure. Anyway, another reason to buy Palantir is I heard AOC doesn't like Palantir. She wrote to the SEC, I think, to make a big stink about certain things. So if you want to make her upset, that's another good reason to buy Palantir. I have no idea how much this company is worth, so you really need to actually evaluate this on a day-to-day basis. Just watch it, see if it's starting to be constructive. Right now it's just in a downtrend, and maybe it'll go down another 20 to 25, maybe 20 to 25%. I think it's down already like 12% from the first day. So it's not the best IPO, but I think that long term though, I think that we'll find that this is actually going to do a lot better than other companies. I remember I bought Zynga early on. I got a profit out of that one, but it wasn't long before Zynga really took a dive. I think it had to do with the fact that Zynga was first when it came to the Facebook games, and it didn't take long for other companies to come up with ideas to compete in that sphere. Whereas in this case, there are no natural competitors. Yeah, other companies can do contracts with the government to do the same kind of thing, but think about it. They have already been working with the government for a long time. They've developed extensive ties. They probably have more data and an awareness of how to interpret this data than other companies. So I think long term it's kind of an entrenched monopoly that you might want to consider investing in long term. And you know that the government, they love data, and there's nothing greater than the data on this kind of company. Anyway, I look forward to talking with you about other cool companies in the future. Feel free to subscribe and hit the like button whether you like or hate this company, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye bye.